Yeah, I'm gonna make some mushroom noodles. And I'm just kind of cooking with what I have around. So, got some garlic. Got these like wide chow fun noodles, chicken of the woods, some Foliota microspora, the Nameko mushrooms, little slimy guys. Little curry ketchup here, some scallion oil, some green beans too, little spicy tofu stuff. I think I'll make myself a little dish here. Should be pretty good. What's in this bag? Oh, God, there's a lot of mushrooms on. I got back from being away, and the only thing I have left is mushrooms. I'm trying to get rid of everything else. But I just have so many mushrooms. Can't get rid of them all, no matter what I do. Okay. Gonna try to trim the bottom off this. These Namekos are slimy, but they're really good when you kind of cook them down. They lose that sliminess, and they just kind of give that sliminess to what they're cooked in. And so I'm thinking what I might do is I want to kind of stir fry them, is actually boil them first, and kind of take some of that sliminess off. But I might save that water and then use a little bit of it in my stir fry to help thicken the sauce. See, always thinking. And the other plus of boiling your mushrooms is that you clean them. It's a really effective way to clean them and, even sanitize them. Because boiling kills most bacteria and other things you might be worried about. Helps remove any bugs, things like that. So the mushrooms here are chicken of the woods and Foliota microspora, which is known as Nameko. It's a Japanese name. Kind of a super slimy version of a scaly cap kind of mushroom. There's another edible Foliota species called adiposa. That one's sometimes called chestnut mushroom. It's okay. The one time I grew it, I probably let it go too long and it got too big and mature. Just like I'm sure these mushrooms get a little tough if they got too big, but when they're small, they're really tender and delicious. And I need to use these up because I have more outside that are just going nuts. Going absolute nuts. Okay, I'm gonna fill up the pan with some water. I'm gonna get that cooking. I'm going to go ahead and season my water here with a little bit of soy sauce and cooking wine. Just a little splooch of both. Shaoxin cooking wine. Good stuff. Okay. Sorry about the loud noise. Alright. Let's see. Piece of chicken in the woods here. Turn this up. It was sitting in a bag with paper towel wrapped around it, and it kind of started growing mycelium into paper towel. So I'm just gonna trim off the some of the outside bits that are little bits of dirt on them, or just a little too much of that kind of fluffy mycelial paper growth stuff. I just don't want to eat that. But the rest of the mushrooms just fine to eat still, which is good. And as I cut these apart, I find little bits of substrate that it grew around. It's nice to kind of trim your polypores up. Reminds me a little bit of cutting the veins out of a foie gras, but it's much more wholesome. It's not a duck liver. It's a mushroom. Smaller brown mushrooms are Namekos. Mushrooms don't need to scare you. If you're scared of mushrooms, you should try listening to my podcast episode on mycophobia. I love cutting up chicken in the woods. It's so satisfying. It has such good texture. Look at this. Check this out. This is the difference between cutting the one on the left. I cut across the shelf, and the one, this one I cut down the shelf, so you can see the rings of growth. Whereas this is the rings of growth kind of inside of it. Difference there texturally. Okay, chicken, my friend. I'm going to cut off this back part here because this part's going to be the least tender. And I can be choosy because there's lots of this mushroom around. And it's an invasive plant pathogen. Okay. Here's our big old thing of chicken in the woods and Nameko mushrooms. And I'm going to go ahead and boil these, actually. That's going to be the best way I want to cook these. I'm also going to clean them at the same time. So I've gone ahead and seasoned up some water with soy sauce and Shaoxing cooking wine. I'm also going to cook some green beans, and now might be a good time to prep green beans too, so I can cook them in the same water and dump them out. Some of the green beans are a little tough, but they're not tough, they're just big. I was away for a little while there. I was in New Mexico. Had a really good trip out there. Got to watch one of my best friends get married to someone else who I hope will become one of my best friends. They are really happy together, and it's good to see. So, let's see, I'm gonna turn you guys around so you can see this. First, I'm gonna go real quick and take a picture, so I'll be right back. Just have to put you guys here. Tagged. Sorry, my cat she wants to go outside. Give me just one sec. Take it on. I am cooking for the people, cooking for myself. I need dinner. I am loopy and hungry. Oh my goodness. So I'm cutting a couple of the stems of the more mature Namekos here, because I think the stems of Foliota get a little tough, kind of like the stems of honey mushrooms. In fact, Foliota are not that in some ways from the honey mushrooms, in terms of their sort of the sliminess and there you go. Okay, so yeah, that water is seasoned with soy and some Shaoxing. I'm gonna let you guys just chill and listen to this while I go let my cat out. Yeah, I cook enoki all the time. I cook a lot of different mushrooms frequently, though. It's kind of my thing. Tiger Pro wants to go outside, so you probably won't see her. Hi, Convo. Alright, so you guys check this out. I'm gonna go check on my cat. A little extra salt. Hi, Tiger Paw. Okay. No, I'm cooking them in water. Just giving them a quick boil. And add some green beans now too. Let those cook through. Yeah, chicken of the woods and Nameko mushrooms. That's what's in the pan. And some green beans. I eat mushrooms most days if I'm cooking at home. If I'm out and traveling, I don't eat them quite as often. Okay. Well, those are looking great. So behind me I've prepped some tomato, some shallot, some garlic. I have this sort of seasoned tofu stuff, just like little coins of chili tofu. I have some chow fun noodles that are going to go in. I've got this really delicious like green onion, garlic ginger oil I made. I'll put a good amount of that in. And I think the ingredient that's going to bind it all together is this homemade curry ketchup that I made. So oh, that's not curry ketchup. I have curry ketchup. More of this stuff. course, a couple of bird's eye chilies too. Okay. Turn this off, let it cool down for a hot sec, I'm going to drain it out. So this is our Nameko mushrooms and chicken of the woods. And I'm just giving them a little pre-cook before I try to stir fry them. Okay, I'm going to drain these off. Again, I cooked these in water. It was seasoned with some soy sauce and some Shaoxing cooking wine. So they've got a little bit of flavor, but not a ton. And they flavored that water and possibly thickened it. But I'm going to let these drain out because I want to stir fry them. So there's the cooked Namekos, chicken in the woods, and some green beans. So, let's see, do I want to go, I guess we'll go back to the wok. Come back here, and I'm going to start this off with a little bit of oil, and just make sure I get my mise en place all set up with what I want to put in here before I get too far in here. Just to show you guys what's here on the board. Got some shallot, some garlic, the tomatoes, tofu, chow fun, oil, curry stuff. I don't even know, like oyster sauce or something. I think that. I want something to thicken this or make it creamy. I think the mushrooms will do what they need to do. Oops. Okay. Be boring for a second while you just look at the pan, but I will be right there. Ooh, chinsu. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Maybe some fucking mayonnaise. Yeah, bitches. QP. You know, if I use hoisin sauce instead of oyster sauce, this whole thing will be vegetarian. So let's do a vegetarian. Might even be vegan. God, look at me eating vegan food. All right, let's do this. Tiger Paw, please, kitty, sweetie, you're killing me. Okay. I got this on relatively high heat. I'm gonna do a little bit of neutral oil. Where'd the knife go? Hey, knifey knife, where are you? Okay, we're coming in. And goes shallots. And goes garlic. Going some chili. Yes. Going with some curry powder. Fry that spice. Develop those flavors. Okay. There we go. More garlic, 'cause why not? Ooh, it smells good. Curry powder, chili, all that good stuff. I'm gonna start adding my curry ketchup here. So this was some tomatoes I cooked down super hard, added a bunch of vinegar and sugar and curry powder and some Japanese curry cubes. Maybe a little bit of soy. I don't totally remember everything I put in here, but it's really damn good. Kind of like a spiced tomato paste with sugar in it, basically. So here's the scallion ginger garlic oil. Put a nice big spoonful of that in. Okay, we're going to put in some of these tofu rounds. Give these a chance to warm up and fry in a little bit. I don't want to break them up too much, but I think they're a little brittle. Let's put them all in. Do it. Okay, now that everything's cooking down pretty good, I'm just getting ready to add my Nameko and chicken of the woods and green beans here. So I'm going to take a picture real quick, so I'll be right back. Just hang on. Okay, so we're going to add all our mushies and good stuff in there. Get those slimy boys attached up here. Get down. Come on. Shoot. A bit more curry powder. I'm gonna add a good squirt of chin soup. And the salt. Some MSG. Yeah, ginger scallion oil is a great thing to have around, for sure. Okay, so here's my cooking liquid from the mushrooms, and I'm going to just pour a little bit in here, make this a little bit wet, add a little viscosity, and then I'm going to put my noodles in. If I really, really want this thick, I got a little cornstarch slurry. But usually when I do this kind of thing, the noodles kind of have some starch on them already, and they just kind of thicken it all up. Alright, I'm also going to put some hoisin sauce on here, and this thing will be not just vegetarian, but actually vegan, because I didn't use any animal stuff in this, so all mushrooms. Okay, add a little bit more cooking liquid here. Doesn't get too thick on me. Trying to get these noodles to loosen up just a bit. A little bit of just straight water in here too. That'll help. Just put this on high and let it rip. It's time to taste. Taste for seasoning. Oh wow. Oh, it's good. Yum. Definitely needs a little more salt, but it's really good. go. Our noodles are starting to loosen up. Everything else is got a nice little soak in this flavorful broth. We got some garden veggies and a bunch of good mushrooms. Tofu. This is vegan vegetarian. Alright. I'm gonna cut the heat here. I think we're cooked through. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. Oops. Okay. So let's try this again. Try a little foliota, one of those Namekos. Mmm. Oh, yum. Mmm. Namekos are super slippery, but God, I love that texture. It's just so supple. It's kind of like sweet, nutty mushroom. It's good. Here's a chicken of the woods. This will be a little more meaty. Mmm. Oh, it's so tender, though. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. A little bit of tofu. Try that out. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. Man, these are some good mushroom noodles. Who knew? Curry and tomato. It's good. Mmm. Wow. Oh boy. Well, that is some delicious noodle stuff. I'm glad you guys watched me make this. But I think I'm going to go eat it. So I hope everyone has a good night. If you would like to learn more from me, hi, I'm Gordon, Fascinated by Fungi. You can check me out at fascinatedbyfungi.com. I've also got YouTube and an Instagram and a Facebook and a Pinterest and a Twitter and all the things. The links are here in my bio. If you want to support me, you can buy cool merch like this on my website. You can also join my Patreon. Let's see. I would love it if you guys would donate to iNaturalist, my favorite platform. I've got a fundraiser going for them right now. I'm trying to help them get more money to upgrade their app and add some more functionality. It's a wonderful app for IDing mushrooms. It's my #1 resource. I'm writing a book right now, so eventually I'll have a book to tell you guys about. That'll be exciting. I did record a special episode of my podcast today. I haven't done a new episode since like June, but I recorded one today, so you can go listen to it. I talk about all the spooky fungi I could think of. Yeah, it's been fun. Bye guys, I'm gonna go eat these noodles. Bye.